And as you left the cave, a group perception allowed you to notice plumes of black smoke arising from the only place you can remember in that direction, which is Jazmila's secret rebel camp.
Yep.
I'm sure they're just having a barbecue.
The Empire has found us.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, let's go. Yeah, I run over to the lizards. Was it lizards?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it has lizards.
There were giant lizards outside.
Yep, I run straight up to my lizard and get in the back of it, and then sort of gesture to everyone, "We need to move, let's go!"
Yep. Sam kind of tucks all his treasure hoard where it needs to go. Jumps on.
Did we work out how much gold you all had?
I got 126 and 210 myself.
I didn't
think.
write down any gold.
Exactly the same. 126 off the cart and 210 gold. You know, when we were like filling our pockets and stuff. And then I found 100 gold in the pile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, me and G. I don't know about G, but I didn't get any gold last session because I didn't do any of the hunting or like the looting. Sorry.
I will say, just before we leave there, what you all did before you left is you filled as much as you can. So if you all want to roll a D100 and a D6.
So D100.
I'm feeling generous. It's been so long since we had Evalthon.
94!
And a D6.
102.
Times them together. That is what you get.
What? Times them?
Are you sure?
God has spoken.
94 times 6?
Yeah.
88.
Yep.
No, it's not 94 cat. It's plus a D6 as well. Oh, no,
yeah.
did you roll a 6?
No, yeah, 94
Yeah, you
plus
rolled
6.
a 6. Yeah. Wow.
What did I rolled a 2. Oh, that's shit.
564.
At 88 though, I mean that's...
I know.
I got a 9.
88. Oh, no, I take it back. It is lovely.
I'm now at 210 gold.
Can I pay my electricity bill through Roll20?
Do you know how much I got? I got 45 gold.
I got 564.
You rolled a 2, so that'd be 90, you know.
No, 9 times 5. Oh, I'd already rolled it up there. So, yeah, 45 and 2. Sorry, I got 90. I forgot I'd already rolled. I rolled again. I got a 9 times by 5. I've got far too much gold.
Oh,
No, we don't have enough.
I honestly, gold. There are people who are going to have so much gold soon. It's going to be unfathomable.
Oh, I am
Sam.
buying a town.
But yeah, so we'll say
dodgy town.
as you left the cave, you all filled any sort of like Hessian sacks or any pockets, your backpack. You just filled as much gold as you could in. And I'll tell you what else I will do. I will say on a short rest, you could have all investigated one item.
You know what I'm going to ask for?
What did you investigate?
I would like to investigate if there's any special...
No. Investigate the items you had when you had your short rest.
Those ones. Oh.
So you'll identify one item each.
Can I go first?
You won't. You can.
I've got here that I got a quiver of magic arrows, but I don't know what they were. It was the gift to Bob. Can I investigate them?
I will put all these on for the next session, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an extra because it's been so long. But you notice along these shafts there are sort of symbols that you would guess are different elements. And if you whisper an element into the arrow, it will do extra d6 of that elemental damage.
Oh.
Excellent. So Greg is going to go and hand them to Bob and go, Greg got these for you, Bob.
Oh, thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
How many arrows are there?
20, a quiver of 20 magic arrows.
I take 20 gold and give it to Greg. There you go, Greg. Compensation.
You take fuck. Do you know how much that off in the black market? You
Thank
tight
you.
ass.
I'll
20
take the 20 gold. I'm happy.
1 gold!
I'm surprised you didn't try and haggle upwards.
No one's just going to walk away and go, 1 gold! I don't. You tight.
Okay, jacket.
Can I investigate my ring then?
Your ring. So yes. Sam investigates his ring. He squats over a mirror.
I'll go last. I'll go back 2 seconds.
I'm a bit slow with
I'm
that.
going to a little girl here before you said that.
You look at this ring that you found among the Hoard, and you realise there is magical energy trapped inside this ring. It is a ring of spell storage.
Nice.
Inside, there are 3 spells. There is a level 2 Shatter, a level 1 Long Strider, and a level 1 Shield spell.
So, Dolan spell list.
One. What was that last one again? Shield.
Shield.
Beautiful. Thank you.
The spell's
You
so
are welcome.
bloody hard. I would like to give me a rapier.
So your rapier, which has a dragon hilt finely carved out of bronze and sort of like looks like crystal or diamond eyes, but you can't be sure if they're perfect like diamonds. But what that is let me just open it up because we did talk about this briefly.
We did.
So this is called the Dragon Slayer Sword. Obviously collected by Celeborn when some knight or some adventurer tried to slay said dragon and obviously failed. But this is a +1 magical sword, rapier. Against dragon kind, it will do double a rapier, so it'll be 2d8 damage. And once per day, it can absorb the damage you would take from a breath weapon and allow you to then deal 3d6 of that type of damage on your next attack with the sword.
Oh, I forgot how good that was.
I know, I think I'm really good at making weapons that are going to ruin my game.
Pretty much. I'm
Amazing.
almost getting in the car to come and hug you.
Callum, have you got anything to investigate?
He does.
Bob's not good at looking at things.
I
Have
want
you,
to look
Callum?
at my bow.
Yes, he does. Sorry, I was just getting my dinner. Yes, so Bob would like to investigate his bow, his new bow.
So you spend a little bit of time looking at this new bow you found, and being half elf, you would recognise the high craftsmanship that has been put into this by an elvish bow maker. It is a ancient looking bow. It is an elven bow of precision.
Precision.
It is a +2 bow. So it'll be a +2 to your attack and to damage using this bow.
Yep.
And on a natural 20, a arcane arrow also flies out, so that it will fire 2 arrows on a nat 20.
Does this work in addition to his magic arrows?
The arrows are totally different to the bow.
But you can use them arrows in the bow and gain the benefits of both.
Unless, is his bow not very similar to mine?
Woohoo!
Alright.
No, again,
Yeah.
like the Stormbreak or something completely different, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like a.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Awesome.
Dolan sees his phone and goes, "What you got there, Bob? That was nice."
This, my friend, is a fancy elven arrow, and I sort of do that thing Legolas did when he got his bow. He sort of like comes back to string, like just feeling the curves of it and like noticing the power of it, basically.
I would like to cut the string. I'm joking, I wouldn't.
No.
It's very nice, Bob. Very nice.
I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you.
So, I mean, I believe you'd be able to add the ring of storage to your character sheet, and you'd be able to add a +1 rapier and a +2 longbow to both your character sheets if you wish.
I'll do that at the end because I don't know how to do all that infantry add thing.
I'll wait till the end of tonight. I'm happy.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what they are, Ala, so we'll say that after tonight they'll be all in your character sheet and accessible, but yes.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask a quick question? So the ring of spell storage, when I use a spell, can I then add another one to it? Or is it only
You can have-
time only and
Nope.
it's done?
It could hold up to 5 level of spells, so that could hold a 1 level 5 spell, or 5 first level spells.
Cool.
So you have to cast a spell, so you'd have to use a spell slot to put a spell into the ring. I like doing that before you have a long rest with any spellcasters or any spells. Isn't a bad way to do it.
It's a good idea.
Oh, we got rid of spell storage. Nice.
Now I just need another short rest so I can investigate an item for myself. And then when Bogred's in, I can investigate an item for him.
You got a Pearl of Power, though.
Pardon?
You did get a Pearl of Power.
I did, but I've not investigated it or else I don't know what it is yet.
Oh no! Well, I mean, you would have known what that was. I mean, there was a lot of talk in the chat anyway, so you would have known it's a Pearl of Power.
Do you have it out, Greg?
No, he had it tucked away.
Look at the shiny.
No,
But anyway, you
away.
all left the cave, and Bob races towards the giant lizards that you left outside. Bogwood picks up the dragonborn person that you've kept after the battle alive, and he will carry him, seeing as everyone else forgot about him.
Oh, the wee guy that we not kidnapped, sorry, took prisoner.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one Bob knocked out.
Yep. I've got him in the back of my thing.
Yeah, so you all load up and you make haste, riding as hard and fast as you can, making your way towards where these clouds are looking darker and bigger, and you can see yourself getting closer and closer. How long
does it take, roughly?
I'm going to say riding as fast as you are, pushing the giant lizards as fast as they would run. It's going to take you at least an hour to get there. I can't remember how long it took you to get here, but I'm going to say take you an hour. I'd say 2 hours hard ride to get there.
I'm going to spend that whole 2 hours talking and singing to my lizard.
Oh, what was his name again?
Did he have one?
It
Did he not have one? I don't remember.
Well, you now have the opportunity to name one.
I am just looking to see if I've got speak to animals so I can ask it its name. But I don't.
I do. I think I do. We'll do that after. We'll deal with that after once we save people. Yes, right. Yeah, I've got it. So I'll ask him once we're finished and saved everyone.
So we must protect Greg's lizard.
From Fireball.
Well, from Greg, maybe.
So you travel fast and drive these lizards to move quicker than they've ever moved before, and you start getting closer and closer to where you know the secret space is. That should be protected by the spell that was hiding it, but as you arrive, imagine the place is aflame.
Oh no.
So, yes. So you arrive, and
That's a lot of people.
yeah, as you get there, you find the Dragonborn rebels seem to be locked in a battle. You see dozens of bodies on the floor, not just of people fighting, but children and women. You see buildings on fire. You see those that are still standing are fighting them off and doing the best. You hear Jazmila shouting and casting spells and all manner of chaos. All of you roll me a quick perception check, please. First roll of the night in the game.
Hey, perception. That's a good start.
Perception. Where is it? Oh, I'm not good at it.
Alright, I'll do that. 15.
So Dolian is concentrating on the battle that he sees ahead of him, but the other three of you, as you're scanning this chaos and carnage that's happening in front of you, one thing you all notice that isn't there: the ship you arrived on.
Motherfuckers, they stole a ship.
Sam with a 19, you see it on the edge of the horizon, sailing north from where you've come from. You can just make it out. You not 100% sure it is your ship, but
God
you
damn it, that's
you
our ship!
think it is.
It's got all my
Greg,
stuff on it.
Greg, go find your ship. Greg, swim and get ship.
I mean, Greg, it's a bit far off. I don't think you'll make it. I think we might be needed, like,
Greg.
here.
Greg, Greg, we'll get the boat later on. We need to save people here. We need to help the rebellion as best we can.
Okay, then Greg, swim later.
Yeah, Greg, swim later.
on.
Yes.
Now, with all this carnage and chaos, if you guys are getting into it, then straight away we're going to roll initiative and get straight into this.
Can I just ask, where is Jazmila on the map?
Yeah.
Who is she? That one.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which one?
The spellcaster next to a tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, where's
What we got?
Where's Sam? Where am I?
Greg on twice, haven't I? Sorry.
Oh,
Yep.
double himbos.
What is them? But we need Sam.
There we go.
I'm trying to move Greg back, but it's just not happening.
As you're all preparing for this fight and for getting involved and trying to do your bit here, behind you hear monstrous noises.
Ominous rumbles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What's happening?
My computer's fucked up.
Oh no, well, I can help in any way if I can.
Can you move me back to where I should be? I'm just gonna refresh.
You sped off down the bottom.
I didn't, my computer did. I'm gonna refresh.
But now behind you, you can hear the clang of steel on steel, and you can hear voices that sound to be in trouble, and Bogwood in his Bogwoody voice will say, "I'll save them. You help Jazmila." And Bogwood rides his lizard to go and help other people that seem to be in need.
That's a very Bogwoody thing to do.
Greg, go help Bogwood.
No, Greg, Bogwood's fine. We need your help.
I'm going with Bogwood. He's my
What's all
lets me
this noise?
sneak. What?
Don't know.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah,
Is
is
it-
something?
Is it Ali's fan?
I don't have a fan. Oh,
You do,
it's,
I'm a fan. I am. I'm a fan.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just turn down my sensitivity.
Talking about sorry, just side to as Dolly talking about Bogwood being his shield and everything else like that. We will come on to that sort of quickly in the one-shot campaign at some point.
Ooh,
Oh,
interesting.
I know, that's very confusing. I know, I can't wait to show you all.
I've decided about my character for your wee mini campaign, Scott. I'm going to push the boat out and I'm going to go a spellcaster.
Ooh.
oh, wow!
I know, right?
Yes,
Okay.
spellcaster in
Don't make
the magic
Thank
policed city.
Well,
No, I have thought about it. Don't worry.
Oh, I can't wait. I have plans either way.
I'm a half caster. Ish.
I
Ranger.
don't remember.
Oh, so it just sounded weird.
I don't remember if I've made that character yet.
Pardon?
Do you know if I've made that character yet for Scott's campaign?
Don't know.
Yeah, there are.
But we're on this one. So
Yes.
let's go.
Exactly. Question. It's not me to go first, so I will leave it.
Yeah. No question before we start, if you wish.
Is the gate open, and do we see that?
The gate is open. The gate looks to have been broken. You see half of it laying on the floor, the other half shattered and pieces missing. That seems to be blown open. You also see through that gate. You would see a number of smaller ships that you recognise from the port of Goleth, where you were, where you escaped the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Landing party.
You will see a couple of like small ships that you recognise from the bay there, as if you would know that these are soldiers from that part of the world.
A raiding party.
So, but we will start with you guys. You will all get a turn first because everybody's busy in the camp. So we will start with Sam.
Okay, just bear with me a moment. I'm just looking up something.
I decided what Greg's doing.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
But it's not my turn till last, so it's fine.
If this is meta, you don't need to answer, Scott. But I'm not. For me personally, I don't know. We can tell who's who here, can't we? Like, so the ones with the red circles around them.
Yes, I mean, as a DM, I didn't do that intentionally, so you would know, obviously. But no, you would recognise the people in the rebel camp aren't necessarily dressed for battle, while soldiers that are attacking them seem to be more armed and armoured.
Go. Just so I know who to kill.
Nice.
All of them.
Okay.
What? Sorry.
Yes.
Leave men alive!
Okay, so I am going to straight away use one of my stored spells. I'm going to use Long Strider. It's just what I was looking up what that does. And I've immediately forgotten because I have the recall of a fish.
Adds 10 feet of movement
10
to
feet,
you
isn't it?
per turn for the next hour.
For the next hour. That's fantastic because otherwise I'm quite slow. So I am going to dash ahead. I want to just check. So everyone here, they're all engaged. Are there? Can I see if there's anyone kind of looking out, making guarding while they're attacking?
You would see that most of the soldiers seem to be. Make the grid a bit easier to see there for you, but you see most of the soldiers seem to be engaged, and at the minute, the commoners seem to outnumber them, but like I say, they seem to be doing not as well in battle themselves, so they're barely defending themselves.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to. Still weird measurements there. For some reason it was doing points of a foot. Okay. So I'm going to use my movements to... Is this like some raised platform?
That there, yes, I think That is just a raised platform to the right.
Okay, so I'm going to use the cover here. So run as low as possible, as fast as possible, ducking through the gate, back to the wall, watching all around me, making sure, trying to blend into the carnage without drawing too much of attention to myself, other than obviously being me. And then I'll try and remind myself.
I can just imagine Sam would be like, I am here!
Well, he's just going to run up and then just be like, I'm here. And then... So I'm round the corner from this dude.
Yes.
That looks like a scary dude, so I have not spotted him yet. But I can see this guy here. So I would like to... I would like to Eldritch Blast him twice in the face.
Cool.
So from his, from my duck down position next to these steps, Sam's going to summon the righteous anger that he has of these people being attacked while he's not around. Reach within himself, thrust his hands forward for one blast, and then a second one. The second building on the first as these shots of purple lightning arc across to this monster in front of him.
So the first one with a 16 that matches, so he doesn't see it coming because he has his back to you. So I will say you will hit him with that one. He doesn't see it coming. I rolled, but it doesn't make sense. And the second one will also hit.
So I've got to say that's great. So that's 11 damage in total. And then Sam will keep as low a profile as possible, and that's where I end my turn.
Yeah. So
See, when you Eldritch Blast, do you kind of like make the gun things with your finger and blow them out and put them back in your pocket?
Or Spider-Man. No, yeah, finger guns.
I could just picture Ryan Reynolds doing that.
You just got to blow the finger gun out and put them back into your invisible pocket.
Thank you, Angela. I will be stealing that. That's how it's done. Beautiful.
Chaos Bunny will chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, Sam runs in and starts defending the base and fires 2 Eldritch Blasts, which both hit. Next up is Dolian.
Dolian can't move.
Oh no.
But Dolian is essentially just going to position himself with line of sight on that guy that Sam just smashed in the face. And he's going to bring out Stormcaller and hopefully hit him. When there's a 13 hit. I have advantage.
So who are you aiming at here?
Same one Sam smashed. So moving to here.
Yeah, move to there. You'd be able to see him. So yeah, you can do it. But the 13, you try and avoid. Would I have advantage? Would you have advantage?
Because an ally is fighting him for sneak attack.
For the present moment in time, I will say no.
That is a fair answer.
You will see why.
Oh, I fully expect.
But yeah, so you concentrating on missing Sam as you pull back on Stormcaller, and again the electrical sort of thunder pop happens as you fire. But you, missing Sam, you hit the building just next to the Dragonborn warrior, causing bright light and a loud crack of thunder, but unfortunately doing no damage.
Oh, that's a poor show, but that is fine. I end my turn.
Fuck though.
Next is Bob.
Yeah.
Bob. Bash. Bob is Bob's gonna run up to the entrance of the camp.
Cool.
And With a speaking action, I'm going to shout to everyone in the village, "Rally on your leader! Protect Jazmila!" And I will then fire at, I'm assuming there's a cobalt just next to the water.
What, over here?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that is another dragon bomb, but it's slightly different to the one that's already been attacked. But yeah, he's currently locked in, or they're currently locked in battle with a commoner, so you can fire a shot at him.
Yep.
Or them.
Scott, would you be so kind to move Bob to the gate, please? Rumble. Shava. 23 plus. Have you
Yes.
added +2?
No, but that'll be your archery style for your.
So about that. So yeah, 23.
Yeah,
23 hit and 10 piercing.
That hits.
And I'm just gonna look around and see the damage, and I'm just trying to see if there's any other guy I can really get a sight on. Probably just the guy. Probably just the two guys in front of me, actually.
From there, yeah, you would probably just be able to see those two.
Have I got any more movement?
I would say you've used your movement getting to there.
Cool.
It's 40 feet.
That's
I've
fine.
probably moved you a little bit too far, but
No, that's fine. In that case, I'll just take another shot at the guy I was shooting at originally.
Yep.
26 this time. And
Yeah.
so yeah. So Bob charges through the gate and calls to all the people in there, drawing attention to you guys making your entrance through the gates, and just fires 2 shots, both lodge into the ribcage of the Dragonborn. Considerable amount of damage. He looks blooded and in a great deal of pain.
I really wanted to kill him, and then like that way in the movies where they shoot the guy and it does like the slow sort of fall back into the water. I really wanted that.
Well, if you are level 8 now, so I had to make him a little bit harder. You had just been killing a load of kobolds with 1 attack.
Yeah, like I was John Wick in the previous session. But yeah. Okay.
But that's great. So next up then it would be Greg.
Greg is absolutely got a brilliant idea.
Okay.
So Greg is going to use his action to dash, and for this turn he's just
Cool.
going to be in this little thing. I've taken this is rocks or something.
That is rocks, yes. A bunch of
Yeah,
Dwayne
so-
Johnsons.
That'll do me nicely. Yeah, for this turn that is all I'm doing, but I have got quite a fun idea
Oh Lord.
Cool.
if I get to do it.
So, before anything else happens, as you've come in, launched your attacks, and Bob has yelled out a call to everybody in there to rally and to defend Jazmila, she turns. She steps forward a step and sees the gate and sees you there. And those who can see her will see scorn in her eyes as she turns to face you and be like, "You! How dare you come back? This place has been a sanctuary for years. We've been building, ready to attack and take down our oppressors. And you was here less than a day and they find us. Am I supposed to believe this is some sort of conspiracy or some sort of coincidence? You're probably here to kill me."
Is she talking to all of us or just me? Sorry.
That's what she's shouting to the members of the party that she can see.
Cool. So probably just me and Sam at this point, I think.
Mhm.
But.
Ooh.
What was that noise about?
Well, me?
Yeah.
Well, I've just rolled the Dragonborn and Jazmila into the initiative.
Oh, okay.
Dragonborn went first. So we are going to start the next round at the top of the round. Then it is Jazmila to go first. What is she going to do? Can I find a character sheet for her?
Sorry, I was just in the kitchen there. I was just going to say my response to her would be, listen, we could have left you here. We could have left everyone here to die, but we're here now, and you need us more than we need you.
She does not seem convinced at present.
Yeah, not surprised.
So the first
How
thing...
dare a man tell a woman? Sorry.
So the first thing she is going to do, what could she do? She is going to cast Shatter at level 3, I think. So she's going to cast it. She's going to cast it. What is Shatter? 10-foot radius. So she's going to place it here to catch both the two enemies that they can see there. So DC 12 Dex save. So one fails, one passes. So this one here passes. This one doesn't. And it's 16 points of damage. So she steps forward after retaliating to seeing you and hearing what Bob said, and she releases a crash of thunder, noise that almost deafens everybody nearby, and the Dragonborn that seems to be in combat here seems to take the brunt of it, and you can see his ears start bleeding, and he seems to be a bit disorientated, and he looks close to death. He looks extremely wounded. While this one over here, what's his HP? Takes 8 points of damage, but yeah, doesn't look anywhere near as damaged as the other one. And then we move back to Sam. Okay, before your last, every here, Steel and commoners defending themselves. They're doing their best just to keep these Dragonborn at bay. You see, you wouldn't see this, I don't think, but one of the Dragonborn have killed one, and they've moved across to another one. Just in between turns there, you just hear this noise. It's just carnage everywhere, smoke all over the place. You can feel the heat of the fire on the buildings. Sam's turn.
Okay, Sam is going to... So you say this is a raised platform?
Yes.
So I would like to go up the raised platform, and what can I see from up here?
So from there you would see what's going on down here.
Yeah.
You'd be able to see... I would say that at the minute that's all you'd be able to see. You'd maybe be able to see these two that were just hit by the shatter between there. You'd be able to see those two.
Well, do I see this dude yet?
You would be looking directly sort of like above him. You could see him.
What do I know what he is?
You saw one of these. Yeah, you saw one of these at the port. It's a Dragonborn spellcaster.
Ooh, okie dokie.
Which one?
Which
one? Sorry, that one where you've got...
Yeah, so...
The fiery one.
For the moment, I'm going to use another oldie but goodie Eldritch Blast while I work out some other things to do. So now, creeping as slowly as possible and as stealthily as possible up this platform, just to get an idea of what the layout of this battle is. Sam leans forward, and again, thanks Angela with the finger guns. Pew pew, motherfucker! And
which one you aiming at?
I'm going to aim at the spellcaster.
Okie dokie.
Because he looks scary as fuck. Not there. I need to click down here. Wow.
So from your elevated position, you get a clear sight, and he doesn't notice you up there, and you hit him with 2 Eldritch blasts that hit him on the top of the head.
Yep. For quite a lot this time as well.
Spellcaster looks blooded as you hit him out of nowhere. He doesn't expect it. You could just see like force damage that seems to like push him forward, and you just see like his skin start to like break and blood starts pouring out of where you've hit him. And he looks confused but very wounded.
Is there any way that I can attract Greg's attention, either by speech or by signal?
Yeah, you could. You where you are, you're raised. You're above the wall, so. But you can't see Greg, so you'd have to be vocal. You'd have to shout something.
I was going to say, I mean, would I be able to communicate some bardic inspiration with whatever he's got planned from this distance, either by gesture or by words?
I don't think you'd be able to see me because I'm still at the bottom. I've not climbed up the rocks yet.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, thank you, though.
But you could. I will allow you to shout words of encouragement to Greg.
Yes. Just because I know that Greg dashed off that way, and Greg's gonna Greg, so anything I can do to help.
What words of encouragement would Sam say?
Is a very nice DM.
Say again?
Oh, unlucky. Well, what words of encouragement does you want to shout to Greg, just for flavour?
Greg, whatever you've got planned, just let loose. Bring on the full Greg. Come on, Greg, you can do it.
Greg feels invigorated, inspired by those words.
And that's where I will finish.
Cool, so then next up it is Dolian, who's just outside the camp at the moment.
That's fine. I have a question. Can I use my movement, activate my pendant, and then use my climbing? Or are you ruling that my climbing speed and my walking speed are pretty much one and the same?
Yeah, your movement is whatever the highest is. So if you're walking speed and climbing speed, whichever one's the highest,
they're the exact same.
That's your total movement. You can either do 30 feet of movement, 30 feet of climbing, hypothetically, or a mixture of the two, but to a maximum of 30.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, because climbing's only half movement. So if you've got a thing that allows you to climb, it just means that it's not restricted movement for you.
That's fine. How tall is this piece here?
That would be the first sort of balcony
Yeah,
area you would see would be 20 feet, I will say.
I would like to go over here and climb up, but when I get to here I want to activate my pendant.
Yep. Is it an action to... Did we say it was an action to activate your pendant? Or was it a bonus action?
Neither.
So we'll say it's a bonus action, just to be nice.
That's fine. Oh, I love you. That is fine. And I can't go any further than there.
Well, you've still got your action, so you could dash to climb, or you could...
Yes, I will do that. So it still gives me 15 feet. That's fine. I will move to there and I shall hide.
Cool. Yes, you can do that. So your Dolian climbs up, activates his pendant, and you see anyone who could see him, which might only be Sam from there, but you'd see his features change, and he looks to his body. His face seems to take on a more demonic sort of features.
Have I seen this before?
I've used it once before when we were leaving the the main town. But
Must have done.
I don't know. You were on the boat.
Yeah, you may not have seen this,
Ooh.
but his skin looks darker. His eyes seem to glaze over black instead of pupils, and
Would I know
Claws.
that tieflings can do this?
tieflings can.
Tieflings
Only
can't.
Dolian can.
Oh, only Dolian can. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of.
He's wearing the same clothes. His clothes remain
Yeah.
the same, so you would maybe be able to realise it looks something similar to Dolian.
I think I'm just going to keep my eyes on Dolian just to make sure, and if he starts doing stuff that's non-Dolian like, then I'll take a notice.
But yeah, then so you climb up and you sit down with your back against the wall, just waiting for an opportunity to do whatever you're going to do next.
That's fine.
Next up is Barb.
Bosh. Can I get closer to Jazmila?
What's your speed at the minute?
0, 3, 5, or 3. It's 35.
5, 10, 15. 35 would get you to there. Next to Jazmila.
That's fine. I want to go like back to back to her. So I'm trying to cover as best I can. Did anyone listen to me? Like, did anyone rally to her side?
Everybody who is currently there, I would say, just roll me a quick persuasion just to see if any of them did listen to you.
Cool.
We'll see.
Where is that? Oh, that's not so good.
No. No, at this minute in time, after what Jazmila says, you seem to think that they no longer view you necessarily as allies, so nobody rushes and listens to what you said the first time.
Cool. In that case, I shall. I'll stay where I am, and I'll take one shot at the guy to my right, and then the guy. So I'll take one shot to the guy to my right, and then the guy on my left that I was shooting at, I'll take one shot at him, so I'll take one shot each at the two of them.
You will be disadvantaged with the one that's within 5 feet of you with her bow.
Okay.
So you'd be able to use your longsword.
Yeah, right. I'll take my longsword out. I'll take a swipe at him with the longsword.
Yep.
So, we'll do it one-handed because obviously quick transition to bow next. So nah.
So unfortunately, the first attack misses. As he's now noticed that other people have entered the fight, so he seems to act a bit more defensively, and he manages to dodge. Oh no, he's got a shield, so he manages to block that with his shield.
Cool. In that case, then I sort of just look at I basically just missed, and I was like, "Fucking stick to what you're good at." And then I take a shot at the guy at the dragonborn next to the water.
Yep.
And I'm going to use one of the magic arrows. So
cool.
I take out one of the arrows and I whisper. Sort of seeing as I'm new to the arrows, I sort of pull the arrow back and I whisper fire.
Just before you do that, you would recognise these dragonborn as being red dragonborn.
Ah shit. Okay, never mind.
Just saying.
Yeah. What are they resistant to again? No, sorry. What are they vulnerable to? Oh, that's
water.
Never mind. True.
Oh.
Yeah, right, I'll say that then.
It's very hot in here. I wonder what we could do to make it less hot.
So yeah, instead it's like as I pull it back to my ear and I go fire. Wait, no, shit, water. And then
Say cold.
cold. Oh yeah, shit, ice.
Shit.
Do you realise it's going to go and do shit damage now?
Ice. Yellow snow attack.
He's gonna get pink eye from this arrow.
Love it.
So yeah, I basically whisper cold to the arrow and fire off a shot.
Yep.
So longbow, do as you die. Yeah, that's more like it.
And then will you roll me 2d6, as you've said cold, which they are vulnerable to.
2d6.
They'll be 2.
Oh, sugar. So it's just the d6 and then the 2 button?
Yeah.
7. So 13 points of damage. 6 piercing and then 7 cold damage. Yeah, boy.
So Bob misses with his first attack with his short sword, but then he pulls an arrow out of the quiver given to him by Greg and whispers cold to the arrow before he fires it. And as he does, you see sort of like crystallized icicle sort of like form on its tip. And as it hits the Dragonborn, it lodges itself deep in his chest. And as it does, you just see like ice start spreading out from that area. And he kind of struggles to breathe and drops down.
Sweet.
Dead.
And then without obviously this is just me sort of ready in my next one. So I take out an arrow and then lock it into the bow, still back to Jazmila. And I says to her, listen Jazmila, we did not mean to do this. Trust us, we need your help just as much as we need you. You have to believe us, we did not mean this to happen. And we will stay and die defending this place if we must.
She will just reply with you left somebody on your ship.
He snuck
Are you telling me you don't check your ship? Are you that foolish? You expect me to be that stupid to believe that someone would do something so stupid as to not check their own ship?
You gotta check.
We did check. We did. I'm sure we did. I can't remember, didn't we?
No, nobody checked the ship.
Nope.
She's part of like, you know, you were mentioning that she's part of like the sort of old realm. Like she knows.
Yeah, she's part of the Order of Secrets.
So as I'm saying this to her, I say to her, listen, there's something bigger going on here, bigger at play. And then I take the bandage off that was on my wrist, and I show her the thing.
And she'll be like, you showed me that last time.
Shit!
Wait, wrong thing.
You tried to do it secretly last time, but no, she would look at it, she'd be like, I know what the symbol means, but I can only go on your actions. And the fact you led, as far as we can tell, you led our enemies, who had been looking for this camp for years and never found us. You led them here. Whether it was deliberate or not, it is your fault that the rebellion is now aflame. That your fault why many of my friends have been taken. Your ship is ferrying my friends.
Then let actions speak louder than words, and let us help.
Well, that would be the talking action done there. We'll want to get further. But then after Bob's turn, it is Greg, who's currently surrounded by rocks.
How high up are these rocks? Oh, who's
Those
joining
rocks are
Halford
20
for 30
feet.
pounds? Okay, so I'm climbing up these rocks and I'm going to lie down at the edge on my stomach. I don't have any restriction to my climbing because I've got the gloves. I am going to point my finger out and look at this dead body here. And then I'm going to cast Animate Dead. And I'm going to give it the command of Protect Jazmila whilst chanting Protect Jazmila. So I want him kind of like marching over, Protect Jazmila, Protect Jazmila.
Cool. Greg just made zombies.
Yes. I am making zombies.
Oh god.
Is Greg necromancy?
He stumbled across this by accident.
That makes sense.
So yeah, this dragonborn woman, who's just recently been killed, kind of wakes up. So it's a skeleton, is it, or zombie? In effect.
It's
Or zombie
zombie.
if you choose
If it was a
corpse.
pile of bones, then it'd be a skeleton. But because it was just a corpse, it'd be a zombie.
Okay, I've got some zombies on here. So zombie has 20 feet movement, so it will get to there. I will say, was that right?
I think it'd use its action to dash just to get to Jazmila first, while still chanting "Protect Jazmila, protect her."
So it runs over to Jazmila, this sort of like grey skinned dragonborn. Was a bright red skinned dragonborn before, but now grey scales and dead eyes. It kind of limps over to Jazmila, carrying a spear in its hand. And yeah, it positions itself next to Jazmila. Bob, it walks directly past you.
But it is
You just
chanting.
Yeah, it's chanting, "Protect Jazmila, protect Jazmila."
Sorry, I've got an arrow locked still when I see this, and I'm like, this is definitely Greg.
And then I will just finish my turn there whilst looking around for more bodies to rise.
Cool. Well, next up is the Dragonborn's turn. And
Yeah.
this one down here attacks and kills this one, because as you got there, the battle was in full flow, and a few of the commoners already, or the rebellions already look wounded. And it makes its movement towards this one, ready to attack. This one here will, after Bob almost hitting it with his longsword, is going to use his sword, and is going to attack, and that's a 17
To me?
no sorry 16. Yes, a 16 to hit Bob.
Yeah, that is.
So that is 7 points of slashing damage. He takes his attention away from the Dragonborn rebel in front of him and attacks you with his longsword.
Yep.
This one up here is going to attack the rebel next to it. It's not going to kill him, but it attacks with his spear and lodges it through the rebel's thigh, and it screams out in pain. And now the spellcaster. What is the spellcaster going to do? The spellcaster, knowing the attack came from above, is going to run round to the side here and see Sam at the top, but now he's too close to actually do any attacks with his magic, because they're ranged attacks.
Well, that's just silly.
He run up, he used a small platform, he couldn't see it, so he attacks and does a 14 hit with his short sword.
Yes.
That will be 4 points of damage, of slashing damage, as he
Okey-dokey.
swipes at you with his short sword. Ah, I could have done his breath weapon, but I forgot about it. That is their turn. Next up, and back to the top of the round with Jazmila, and she turns and looks at this lifeless but animated body next to her, and she says,
One.
well, it's a friend of hers, and she says, Sil, what happened to you?
Oh God.
Sil replies, "Protect Jazmila. Protect Jazmila." And she'll look at Bob and say, "Is this your doing?" Is this your friends?
Listen, we're doing it.
Killing my friends?
My God. Jazmila, let's just get this over and done with, and then we'll talk afterwards, please.
And then she... Oh no, I should have... How does she down? What can a mage do?
Amazing things.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Cat has disadvantage trying out attack.
Thank you.
I was thinking the opposite there.
I actually do already have inspiration. Do I get double inspiration?
No tough luck.
Ah, sucks.
So she is going to... So what she is going to do is cast Blight.
Ooh.
She casts that. I will say on the spellcaster that she can see there, knowing it's very dangerous. And that is a spellcaster. So what is it? A con save.
With disadvantage if it's a it's a magical creature. Or plant creature or magical, yeah.
Well, he rolled a nat 1.
Yay!
So as you can see, it's a 8d8.
Oh shit!
Oh, I didn't realise Blight was so good.
Yeah, Blight's amazing.
So 32 points of damage,
Wow.
which, as you can imagine, obliterates you, Sam, standing there. Just see this damage. It just is standing there 1 second, and then if you've seen Indiana Jones, the which one is it? Is it the one with the Nazis and his skin starts melting? You know, right at the end when
First one.
I'll be honest with you, I was mostly drunk when watching them, so I can't tell the difference between them.
basically you just see all the flesh start melting and rotting off his body, and just a pile of bones and
Nothing
mush.
splashes on me, does it?
Now you've asked, do me a quick deck save.
Wait, what?
17.
No. Sam is able to make sure none of it hits him.
No, thank you.
But you just see all the tissue just melting, rotting, just
Me.
rotting away, and he collapses, just a pile of bones. Next up is Sam.
Okay, Sam is going to instead look down at these two here. Poor dude with a spear in his thigh. How high is it from up here?
Again, I'd say these outside thing. The wall's 20 foot, so it's in line with the outside wall. So it'd be about 20 foot.
Cool. Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to this dude here launch Dissonant Whispers.
This guy here.
Yes.
Cool.
I whisper. Well, I'm going to whistle a discordant melody that only one creature can hear, racking it with terrible pain. So I'm going to whistle so well it gets a migraine. Yeah, about that. I'm just going to do it level 1. And I will pop that in there because there's a save.
So a wisdom save. So this is a Dragonborn Hunter.
Ooh.
So they a wisdom save, you say?
Yes.
So that is a 21.
Damn it!
I'm sorry.
Damn it!
They are proficient in wisdom saves, as
Wow.
they're like a hunter sort of like ranger type Dragonborn. So
Does he at least enjoy it then?
um,
Or does he just ignore it?
No. He still doesn't like it. I mean, does it? Is that Does it take any damage? Half damage for?
Oh yes, the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. Oh, that's cool. So
it takes half the damage, and
6.
it seems to be like annoyed by this music. This music seems to like
Ice cream
doesn't-
headache.
yeah, he doesn't enjoy it, but he's not too concerned about it. But he's like, that's going to get stuck in my head later. Oh god, I love that song.
Scott,
Yes, sir.
I sent you a message.
Sorry.
Is in reply, just so I know.
No, Callum, I will not make out with you.
Oh, how dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you?
Well, you'll just have to come along in November.
Exactly.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, not Dungeons and Daddies, the BDSM podcast.
It's not a BDSM podcast, okay?
Yeah. Oh, it can be if you really want.
I mean, there is an episode.
There really is.
Oh, of course there is, yes. There's a BDSM episode.
It's
I don't know if I've heard that one yet.
Season 1.
It's actually quite funny. It really is quite funny.
I think I
They
have
do-
heard that one.
Is that the one where
They
they're
do-
fighting in the ring naked?
No.
No, that's the Lord of Chaos.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
this is like one of the Patreon episodes. Anyway, carry on.
Cool. Anything else Sam would like to do?
No, that's all I can do.
Cool. Next up then is Dolian.
Can Dolian tell who is good and who is with Jazmila
Yeah,
and who is
Yeah, the you'd seen in the camp before. There weren't many people dressed in armor. This was a magically protected sort of refuge. They felt safe. They didn't feel like they had to be like armed and armored up at all times. So you will see the soldiers are the ones you've seen previously are wearing the same sort of uniform. So it is the ones with the red
That's what I
token
thought.
outside.
I won't be able to jump that.
You trying to like Assassin's Creed him?
Oh, I was going to brutally murder that guy, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, you could like scale round the buildings to your right or left, like underneath. You.
I am going to hold my turn until after that guy.
You could
After
throw,
which guy?
That guy.
you could throw a stone in the ground.
After that guy, yeah. No worries.
They can come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hold your turn to then, no problem. So then instead it is Bob's turn.
So how many are actually left? 1, 2. There's a guy next to me. Suppose that. Right, that's fine. Yeah. Right, so the guy in front of me, the one I'm going to go directly in front of him now.
Oh, so like you want to move to there.
And
Yep.
I shall take 2 swipes with him with my long sword.
Cool.
Actually, no, I won't. So I've got the sword in one hand, and I produce the Phoenix Talon.
Nice.
And so the first one, I'll use my sword. So, shabang. Oh no!
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, it did, Ali. It really did.
So you swing your longsword, and as you do, the Dragon Ball moves out the way, and you slice deep into the rebel stood next to him, and he drops down dead with
Oh, for fuck.
a longsword shot straight to the ribs.
Well, I'm not keeping that long sword after this.
Jazmila screams.
she's gonna hate us even more.
Don't worry, I've got like a big apology speech ready.
No.
And we've got a lot of
No,
gold.
we won't kill. No. We won't kill. We will do what we normally do. So you swing, and as you do, he moves, and the longsword embeds itself into the wall of the building behind him that's aflame, but it goes in too far for you to easily
Take it out.
pull out.
Yeah, so it's like an action.
Oh,
Here we get stuck. Okay, in that case then I'm going to use the Phoenix Talon and do like a cool, and then try and stab him with it.
Cool.
Okay, so
Punish him.
Shazam! Oh my god!
2 consecutive that one.
So you pull it out and you try to do your fancy shh, and as you do, you lose your grip on it and it flies behind you.
Just so you know, Julian Caesar isn't pissing himself.
First time I've ever used that. I'm never using it again.
Just for the record, that would have been enough to kill him as well. No, I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I would do, and I think this doesn't make sense. The Dragonborn that is stood next to him has seen you trying to attack it with your longsword. So it will deem you as an ally to give you advantage because you have been trying to kill the Dragonborn that is attacking it.
That's like 17 point plus 2 then.
That hits.
Right. So 8 piercing and 8 radiant. Oh my god.
But you have been attacking that with that Dragonborn stood there watching, so it would know you're trying to kill it and not himself.
You're too kind, Scott. You really are.
I know,
Never
but
trust a ranger.
how do you want to kill with this dagger for the first time?
And it's like after that, I honestly don't think I'm allowed to describe how these.
Oh, how about this? He drops it, he picks it up and upward lunges through the chin.
Oh no, I do what what's her face? Arya Stark does. So like the Dragonborn sees what I'm doing, grabs me by the throat, and as he grabs me by the throat, I drop the dagger, and then I catch it underneath, and then plunge it into his gut.
I tell you what,
But
that
because
failed your first attack, and then come up with that explanation.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you inspiration.
oh, okay, thank you.
That's like Winter Soldier move, isn't
Nice.
it? Where he drops it and then catches it. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it is something I really want to learn. And then the radiant damage. What is radiant? Like, what is radiant damage?
It's like holy celestial
Yeah.
Like
kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, it literally does what happens to the Night King when Arya stabs him. He like shatters. That is awesome. I will.
By the way, Callum,
Yo,
is your pet dead yet?
no. Actually, I need to ask Scott a question about him.
Just do me a favour, just roll that damage again for me, because I think I'd set the damage up incorrectly. See if it has modified it for you already.
It won't let me. So you know, usually if you just click on like the thing, you just
Phoenix.
it gives you the damage. It just
Yeah, it should do the damage.
automatically gives you the damage with the roll.
Just roll the attack again, but we'll say you've done the attack as you was. I just want to see if the damage
Yeah.
works correctly.
Oh my god, why did I change? There you
Holy shit!
That's better because, yeah, for mechanics, this does a smite as he attacks.
go. Right.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you drop the knife and embed it in his guts, and as you do, just the gleaming light of radiant damage just like swells. Everybody who's close enough sees it. It's a bright enough light to so like even make the daylight look dull for a split second.
So this
And then I'm
Phoenix
sort of-
talent, is this Bob's magical weapon,
Yeah.
or is it?
Yeah.
So
this
it's
is
like
my magical
Lullaby.
weapon. First time using it. And I got a fucking nat one.
First time using both your new weapons in the nat one.
Amazing.
Used that longsword before, I'm just never like. Yeah. I'm sticking to bows, they're better.
But now you kill this one in the manner in which you say.
Scott, do you want to be? Never mind, actually. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
And then with whatever movement I have left, I'll go back toward thingy, Jazmila.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can step forward, kill, and step back.
Cool.
Next up then is Greg.
Greg is going to make his way down the wall onto the building. Oh, I can't move it. Hang on. And then he's going to hop onto this building. And that's his 30 foot. I'm on the edge of that building.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my meta magic for distance spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to raise this one.
I should have said.
Oh well, yeah, and this one will obviously be a skeleton because flesh was melted.
Yeah, if it was just bones, it'll be a skeleton. If it was a corpse, it'd be a zombie. But I want to raise that, and I want to tell it to kill the hunter.
Cool. So Sam, you're stood there, and you've just seen this creature straight up melt and turn to bones, and then suddenly you hear a noise. It's like. As the skeleton bones all move and start coming to life, and it stands up in front of you.
Well, this is some strange shit.
Oh yeah.
So a skeleton. I must have
So we've got a
used.
zombie and a skeleton.
I must have used a skeleton before.
Yes, we were attacking skeletons in trees.
Now,
So,
Or I did, anyway.
if I can control them mentally. If I want to control both of them, it's the same command for both, which I'm not doing this time. But they are essentially under my control for 24 hours, is what it said. And when I'm not controlling them, they'll just defend themselves, but they will follow my order until it's complete.
so when you said that, would you want it to use its short bow from the roof, or run round and use its short sword?
I don't know, I've told it to kill the hunter, so I think it'll go for whatever's more convenient, whatever's more...
Cool. So it would just stand up and fire its short bow, which hits. Doing 7 points of piercing damage. So yeah, Sam, Greg's cast this spell and orders it. Does the skeleton chant as well?
I've not told it to, but I could have added that on. So yeah, we'll add that on.
So you just see the skeleton sort of like moving and wiggling, and just stand up and just start saying,
Protect
"Kill
Jazmila.
hunter, kill hunter,
Alright.
kill hunter."
Alright.
And pulls an arrow and fires it towards the hunter below that you just tried to damage with your whisper. And you see an arrow just lodge into its shoulder as it attacks. And
I mean, it's not the wildest thing I've seen, but it's up there.
and then after Greg's turn, are you doing anything else, Greg?
Nope, that's me. I'm just crouching down on this rock.
Cool. So
Building,
then
not rock.
down here, this Dragonborn's moved across and slayed another commoner, and he's going to move to there. Then after that, we move back to Dolian, who was holding his turn.
Dolian would like to jump on his head and claw at him.
Cool.
With his multi-attack. So
So
I
you wanna
go
do
there,
the
I
first-
jump on his head.
Do is it acrobatics or athletics or something first, just to see how well you land?
Hold up.
Where's my athletics?
You might be better at acrobatics anyway.
Oh, I will be.
At 10, you are close enough where you land not on his head, but land close tough
a good job he's
to
not
deliver
trying to
your
be
attacks.
graceful.
That is fine. Then I'll go up to him and claw his head in, and hopefully this will work.
Today's episode is mainly parkour.
Parkour.
Yes. 14 and an 11.
So the 14 hits, but the 11 misses. Is it just 2 attacks? Did you get a bite as well?
Oh, of course I did. Yeah. So that's a D. There's no chance there's no chance I've done that right.
So, do you get sneak attack?
I've not unticked it. Well, I do have the skulker feat.
Oh. You have a joker feat.
Skulker.
Would he have sneak attack because he's coming from height? He's jumping on him.
He didn't
have
land.
advantage for
Yeah,
height.
but he didn't land on him with a 10, and he would have landed
Fair
on his
enough.
feet, but next to him.
Put your hood up.
And then
Oh,
a
no,
bite damage.
Just ignore the sneak. Oh, max damage on there.
So he looks bloodied. He slash and a bite into this dragonborn, and you see sort of like a scratch mark with 3-4 claw marks across his chest, and then you bite him on his shoulder, and you see puncture wounds as your fangs drip back, dripping with blood. But he does look bloodied, damaged, and a little bit scared.
That is fine. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
So then we go back to Jazmila, top of the round. What would Jazmila do?
Probably not listen to Bob, who's trying to save her life.
No, actually, just seen what happened there, and she will stop and be like, Perhaps I've overestimated you. Perhaps it was an accident that you left a spy on the ship that you left in our hidden base. You seem to be helping. I'm confused. That dagger. I've heard about it, but I mean, I've never seen it. Ugwal once told me that he had a book, and he'd seen that this was once. Well, do you know who owned that dagger?
Yes, I do. And then, oh wait, I can't. It's not another thing. I grab her by the shoulder and just say to her, "Listen, once this is over, I'll explain everything in detail. I think it's about time everyone knew what was really going on here." And then, yeah, I go back to sort of turning the other way.
So she will run past you because she's still desperately trying to protect her people.
Yeah.
And she, because it's the best spell she has, she's going to cast Blight again this time at the hunter that she can see. The con save. Ooh, echo.
Beaver.
So this time, Sam, you see below you the creature that you just attacked before. This time that one also, you see the flesh start to melt off his body and the skeleton fall to the ground. And Jazmila, well, you'll just hear a shout to her people. Those who are still standing. Quick! Make your way to the gates! And you will all notice that the fire seems to be getting worse, and more buildings are starting to catch on to fire. The trees in the middle are starting to catch on fire. And so, yeah, she will yell in order to everybody to get out, and she'll turn to Bob as well and say, Bob, get out. Tell your friends to get out. And then it is Sam's turn.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's heard that. Looks like most other people are done. Is there anyone of the commoners or Jazmila that looks like they need healing?
This one over here that has got a huge spear wound in his leg definitely doesn't look very good. Most of them that are surviving look like they've taken some damage.
Well, the dude who got a spear in his leg, I'd like to cast. Oh, let me just double check which one's which. Yeah, healing word. Healing word.
Is healing word a hand gesture, or
No,
is it?
Healing word. No, cure wounds is a touch. Healing word is a gesture. So Sam will see that this person is in pain and looking around to make sure there's no one else. Pulls a gesture, and then a beam of soft light drifts down onto this person to cure them from 7 points. And I will use my movement.
Cool.
Movement to move
As
down.
you're looking at him and you cast the spell, you see the wound in his leg start to heal over and seems to close up the wound on his leg, which will enable them to move a lot quicker.
Good. Well, I'm going to come down from the platform and just help people move towards the gates, keeping an eye out for any residual baddies that are around.
Cool. Well, next up is Dolian.
Oh, well, Dolian's going to bring out his claws and his bite attack again.
Yeah.
All three hit.
With a net.
Oh, I'm taking the sneak off. Fucking hell. Oh. Is it dead?
He has minus 12 HP. He has minus 12 HP, so he's a little bit dead.
Very
Yeah.
well.
You have severely chewed this guy's head off.
So it's a proper slash. I'm getting a slash and then a ah. You're ripping out his jugular or something with the bite.
Pretty much is that's exactly how I think of it. He just slashed at the chest and then went for the jugular.
Went for the
You
jugular.
do, and as you pull your head pulls back, you just see a huge gaping hole in his neck, blood pouring out, and collapses in a heap at your feet.
Sorry.
Go on. No, go on.
And I'm just going to teleport 20 feet this way as my bonus action.
Cool. Well, after that, I was going to say initiative would be over. All the current enemies in here seem to be dead.
Dead.
Very dead. Very dead.
I need one more turn before it's all over.
Yeah. Well, give me 1 second.
One.
Do we know the guy's name that was on the boat with us?
No. We don't even know he was there.
Oh, fuck, so that's not going to work then.
I don't know.
Have you still got the echo?
Echo. Little bit.
Willie.
You blame Ali, it's his fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because your microphone's too sensitive. Never mind, I was going to cast Psychic Lance if we knew the person's name. Because if the boat, I could use double my range, so it'd be within 240 feet of us and I don't need to be able to see him. I just need to know the name.
It's on the horizon though.
It might not be more than 240 feet away.
Valid point. See that? Indeed, that's a hell of a distance.
It really is.
What does Angela want to do? Bob, what does Greg
Nothing.
want to do?
I can't do it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I was hoping that we knew the name of the person that was on the boat, but we didn't even know they were there, so we wouldn't know who it was, would we? So no, it doesn't matter then. No. Because I was going to cast a psychic glance at it. As long as it was within 240 feet of us, I don't need to be able to see the person, I just need to know the name.
Ship would be over a mile away.
I was going to say, I've got clairvoyance, where its range is a mile. Oh, well,
so in that case, I'm just gonna command my 2 zombie people to start to rebuild the city.
City's aflame. The building it's looking very damaged.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them to go and fill things with water and put out the fires, and then they can sit and do that. Once they put out the fires, they can start rebuilding the city. So they've got 24 hours of being there, just putting out fires and then rebuilding.
Cool. I mean, if they could find a bucket or something, it would take a long time because the fire is like whole buildings on fire. It'd be a lost cause. Jazmila's telling everybody to leave because it's damaged. Echo. It's too far gone, but every one of the surviving commoners are going to start making their way downtown.
Making their way downtown.
You guys, freedom of movement, you can do what you wish.
I think one of my next spells, I'm going to try and take some kind of shape water spell, because we seem to be setting fire to lots of things.
Yep.
Oh no, this wasn't you guys.
Yeah.
Honestly, Greg didn't do this.
For once.
Yeah, so I'm just going to saunter into the middle of everything and just go, hey guys! No, still demonic and all that.
Hi, Dolian.
I've got claws.
That's a good look on you.
Interesting.
Thank you. Any more of your fish, Bob, and I'll rip your throat out.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Can you
sort of
teach
look
me
around.
that?
I'm just gonna sort of look around and look at all the damage we basically caused.
No, you guys haven't done any damage. You've just killed a few Dragonborn soldiers.
No, I know, but Bob feels responsible because he let the guy on if he didn't search the boat.
I mean, indirectly responsible. Maybe.
Bob, it's your fault.
Yeah. Maybe it is, Bob.
As Jazmila, you hear commotion coming from outside the gates. You hear the familiar voice. As you hear deep voice of Boglud. Matt over, and he has 3 or 4. He has 4. Let's roll a d6 to see how many he saved.
It will not be 3 or 4.
More than us.
1.
So he has. He rolls up. He's saved 4 more of the rebels who have been dragged out of the city and were being marched north. I won't do the voice, but you hear him shouting, "I found these."
That's good work, big man.
It's like a whole new personality is taking over you.
I have mood swings.
Again,
I'm just gonna say the whole place is starting to like really intense heat. The flames
Maybe
need to
we
be
should get out of
spreading.
Yeah, we should. Let's leave.
So, I want to talk to Jazmila and just be like, so where have you people been taken? Where are you going?
I don't know where they've taken them. I know they've taken them north. I could only imagine they would have taken them to either I didn't know that. They'd be taking him either to Silencia, the capital, or to the secret forge, the secret base, where
That forge was one we were going to attack.
Was that the one that had the slaves?
Yeah.
no, that the secret base and forge is near the capital, and the slaver mine is to the north.
So Silencia is the capital of the dragon. Ostrom.
Yes.
See, while they're talking, can I run 30 feet and then cast fly for another 60 feet to just fly on way ahead of people? And I want to start setting up like a little part-way camp for them, get some food on the go, get a little bonfire started, start finding some bits to make them little beds to sleep.
Well, what is going to happen now is Jazmila is going to command 2 of the rebels to go into the village as best they can, Captain. Please, see if you can salvage any food, fresh water, blankets,
I'll
anything.
command the zombie and the skeleton to help salvage stuff.
Yeah, so they start wandering around trying to find things, and they're doing that while you guys are still talking. Is there anything else? Let's move Bob out here. I'm guessing Bob wants to be out.
Yeah, I'm going to take Jazmila aside and show her the book. And show her the page with all the weapons.
Uncle told me of this book, but I mean, it's. Did you find anything at the Black's tomb?
Yeah, and then I sort of put in motion over to Bogard, and I'm imagining Bogard's got his gauntlets on.
He will have his gauntlets, one of which has a large green pulsating gem in it.
We found them, and then I point back to the book. I think these were one of the gauntlets that we were supposed to find. Dolian over there has the bow, and then I point towards the bow, and then Dolian's bow, Stormbreaker. Sam has the sword, I have the dagger, and I believe the staff. I might be wrong here, but I think the staff's the only one now.
Yeah, we've not found that yet.
Yeah, we've still found the staff.
The staff.
Sorry,
well,
what does inspiration add?
inspiration
It's like an extra
means
roll.
you can re-roll.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
So she will just say, well, if I remember correctly, the last time the staff was seen, it was wielded by one of the heroes, the dwarven cleric.
We need to head to the Dwarflands then to see if we can pick up the trace.
Was this cleric on his knees?
Excuse me?
Now sounds interested.
His name is Doruan the Unbroken.
Ooh, that's a name.
That's the name.
Oh yeah, your cleric was on your knees, wasn't it?
Nope. Calrish knees.
Calrish knees, yeah, his wife was Anya.
And your knees.
She will look at you and be like, what good is it to me if you find these weapons? Everything we've built, everything we stand for is burning. My friends, name, my family now, we've been separated. I believed you were heroes, sent here to bring us hope. I dreamed of victory, but you've brought us nothing but despair and defeat.
Victory is a long path.
I was literally say, as she says that, I take out the dagger, and then I say to her, this right here is what it's worth. Come with me. And then I take her by, put my arm around her shoulder, and then I gather everyone up. I imagine we're at some sort of makeshift campsite now.
Well, you can start
Before
moving.
that-
I mean, there's this is a desert land, so there's not a great deal nearby.
My 23 stealth was
Yes.
to see if I could sneak up and see what they were talking about without them noticing me. And my 5 investigation was to see if I could see what he was showing her.
So do me a quick perception check, please, Bob.
And what does Bardic Inspiration get you?
Is it D8 now?
Yeah, I think so. Body inspiration.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I got a 13 for investigation.
Yeah, I don't say shit.
D8 at 5th level, yes.
So she rolled a 19, so with the perception, no, it's wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah.
So she rolled a 16, so yeah, neither of them see you flying above their heads as they're both looking down at the book.
I'm not flying, I'm just crawling along the wall.
Oh, I thought you
Like
flew.
sneaking around.
Oh.
No, because you said there was no point. So.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, you're able to sneak behind them and you hear what they're talking, but because you're so low down crawling, you can't see what they're looking at in the book.
No, it'd have been a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 investigation. So yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. But you did hear some of the conversation.
Sweet. I'm not gonna say it, I'm not intelligent enough yet to realise, like, put 2 and 2 together, but...
I sort of look at everyone and then say to everyone, we need to try and find some sort of shelter for all these women and children. Maybe we can go back to that cave.
I mean, we did clear it of stuff. And it's got a shitload of treasure in there. They could use that to rebuild your next rebellion.
There we go.
It's fairly secure, easily defendable, full of
You-
dragon
you-
carcasses.
You say you cleared out the lair, so it's empty?
Apart from lots of treasure, yeah.
Some of these people have not been around dead bodies, so I'm glad they won't have to witness anything like that.
Sorry, say that bit again?
I said that one or two of these people here, they're scared of violence and they haven't been around many dead bodies, so I'm glad you've cleared it out completely.
We definitely did, didn't we?
No,
You
there's
killed-
some still bodies there.
You killed
You might...
everything, but you left all the bodies just...
Go. Right, we're not going there.
Is it defensible? I mean, does the enemy know of it?
Oh
It
yeah,
was
they'll
one of- yeah,
probably
it
know
was
of
one of
it.
their things.
And this, as that is said, this is when the Dragonborn that you have captured will inform you that, yes, of course we know of Celeborn's lair. He's been working with Bane. He's made an alliance. We were moving the treasure, using it to buy ores and to arm ourselves to make our to arm our armies to make us stronger. But I don't know if I should tell you this, but we were told that Bane would be arriving at the forge within 4 days to address the army. He would be there with his generals.
That is a...
Victor
Is Bane good
Crimsonbird.
or bad? I've forgotten.
Bane's
bad.
baddie.
He's the big bad.
Bane's the big bad.
And they want to
is
build
it-
the army to help Bane.
Yeah.
We are. Yes, we are helping Bane. Our leader is made an alliance. He said that the Dragonborn would be the most powerful race on all of Evalthon if we help him. But he
The
will be there with
adventurer is the most powerful race.
Oh, we'll see, but he'll be there with Victor Crimsonbird, a name which all of you would recognise.
From the labyrinth, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. He escaped you.
So
Is,
Is he the one that gave me all the gold?
Oh, is that the guy we blinded?
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Tiger on. So Victor Crimsonbird was that?
Victor Crimsonbird.
And he's a general.
He's one of Bane's generals. Yes.
Bob's
That
been
would also
silent. Bob's been silent this entire time, listening in and looking away.
There would be Bolgat Ragefist, the leader of the Ragefist clan.
Allgag what?
Bolgat.
Kinky bastard.
Bolgat. Bolgat Ragefist. You may remember, well, Greg would definitely know the Ragefist clan. They're the ones who killed a lot of the orcs and kidnapped
Is he a
his
general
mother.
as well?
He's one of his generals. He has. The Spider Mage will be there too.
Oh, we remember him. He was from the Wizard's Tower, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he have another name, or is he some kind of like superhero, just known as the Spider Mage? Spider
That-
Mage,
that
Spider
is-
Mage, does whatever a Spider
That is
Mage
the name
does.
he goes by. Yeah.
A bit
he's-
pretentious, but
He's often. I mean, just for recollection, you all saw Bogwood kill somebody
Yeah.
who was called the Spider Mage.
Ooh, so was that a fake?
And
fake out.
And also-
playing golf with his head.
no, I think that was in the Orc village right at the
yeah.
early dawn. And then his right hand, his mentor, Saliskai. I don't know what race he is. I've never seen his face. I don't know anybody living who has seen his face. He's always hooded. Strangely, no matter where we are, it always seems cold around him. But they will be there in, well, 3 days, I would say, from now.
We aren't strong enough to fight him.
We are or we aren't.
We aren't.
Ain't nothing stopping us setting up some traps before we leave.
That's true.
True.
But the boat, she has said, will be possibly taken to the forge or to Silencia. Silencia is next to the forge, if you see the map at all.
No.
I did have it on the chat. I will try and find it and put it back on for you.
I'll print
But-
it out.
But he will also say to you that another creature has also joined. You may have heard of him. You may not. But his name is Hagerstam.
Haggis.
Pakistan. Oh my
T-
god, he's got
Tages, Tagus Dam,
the Taliban.
the ancient red dragon. He and Celeborn have sworn to defend Bane. So he has the Ragefish clan, the Blood Axe clan of the Orcs, dragons, Dragonborn. His army is growing.
We need an army of our own.
At this point, Bob steps aside from everyone and then says to Sam, "You're right. Been holding this back for a wee bit now, and I feel it's time that you all know." And he then shows everyone his wrist.
Oh, okay.
And
Roll for disappointment.
from I'm trying to think how to describe this. So from like everyone from everyone's point of view, it looks similar to a birthmark.
Greg's automatically gonna run up and start trying to scrub it off, thinking it's just dirt.
Thanks, Greg.
I tried.
Then I'm gonna give the book to Sam, and I'm gonna say I'll let you can make the connection.
Well, time is short, my friend. Maybe a little bit of expediency could help us out here.
Everybody roll me a history check, apart from
Me.
Bob.
Makes sense, Greg. Sorry.
So, you all see this birthmark on Bob's forearm, and strangely, it looks very, very similar to marks on the weapons, and it's good that, in a way, Greg didn't, because Greg doesn't have a magical weapon yet. But yeah, you see it, and it is in the shape. Do you want to just say what the shape is, or do you want me to tell him, Callum?
Actually, I'll tell him all now. So as Bob shows you the book and then shows you the wrist, I might have got the pronunciation of this wrong, but I'll try my best. I am Bob Barron Vilos. Yeah. I am Bob Barron Vilos. I am the long lost king to Evalthon. My father fought this evil, the Banes, many years ago, and he drove this evil once before. I've been travelling these lands for many years now, and I have seen the worst in these lands, and I have also seen the best. What happened today, my friends, what happened today, me and my friends cannot take back, and we have forsaken this land with your blood of your family, your loved ones, and your young. We will never be able to bring back those who have been lost, but we can tell you all this now. We must fight back, and we must grow this rebellion further and wider to all parts of Evalthon, and we must grow an army to fight back the Bane efforts. Must until the old armies. We must grow the fight back Bane efforts. We must unite the old Evalthon armies and drive out this evil from this land. We must all stand on our feet and be held accountable for our future. And for many years from now, when we are all old and in the ground, we all only hope of our future generations will know the battles and our struggles we went through for their safety and for their lives. Men and women, dwarves, elves, dragonborn, we will all stand side by side and arm to arm with each other, and we will die trying. Then our young will know that we all chose to die on our feet, then live on our knees for the future of Evalthon. And I lift up the dagger.
One small question, Bob.
Yep.
Am I gonna have to bow or kneel or salute or something?
Never.
I mean, I would if you needed it, but we've been through a lot since then, and it's dusty here. I'd rather not kneel.
I then take Sam, Dolly, anyone that's quite close to me, so Tam, Dolly in the shoulder, and then Greg and Bogard are obviously standing there as well. And I say to them, you four have somehow became the closest thing I've got now to a family or friends.
Does that make me royalty too?
It makes you one of my generals.
Ah,
Bob?
sweet.
Yes?
Greg is very sorry. Greg cannot get this mark off your arm. Maybe if I add a splash of acid, it will only hurt a little, but I try it.
No.
Greg. Chill.
Greg, high five, and I put a claw up.
Are you sure you
I
want
make
to
a
make
predator
us
claw hand back at him.
generals?
Yeah.
I already general. I generally stupid.
After all the Dragonborn hear that and Jazmila hears that, she will say, the prophecy. it was said that when the Banes were driven from these lands, he cursed the old king, and a curse that he would never, ever have a male heir again. And in 500 years, there has never been a male born in the
Now
ancient
that is,
Evalthon.
bow before your king went.
Greg, I love enthusiasm. Let's just dial it down a bit.
And she will look at the rest of you and say, the king had the Knights of Vylos, ancient, powerful warriors, each all blessed with a magical weapon, which seem to be making their way into your hands.
It's not the only thing that's making its way into my hand.
Alright. I've high-fived over you.
A fat.
I mean, Scott, I'm so sorry, but that was a good setup.
That was fantastic.
And that was a brilliant speech, Callum.
That was
It was.
amazing.
Thank you.
Oh no.
I would need a constitution save from Dolian.
Oh, fuck.
You could just eat Angela's evil laugh.
Natural fucking 20!
Oh.
With a natural 20 in this situation, I will say that you take no damage. She looks at you with a scornful eye and be like, please understand the gravity of what is happening in here.
I do. The
we
way I
felt-
cope.
But we felt the rebellion was over. We felt we had to live on our knees. But now we can see we have reason to fight. We have a leader. Our leader has friends, powerful friends by his side. I think it will take you all, but we will follow you. Not literally, as I don't think any of us will be able to help a hell of a lot in battle, but we will do what we can here. We will try to rebuild and make the rebellion strong again, and perhaps when you're ready to make a move in Ostrong, we will be ready to assist you. And once we get rid of the vile leader of these Red Dragonborn who took power years ago, perhaps we will find peace in all of Ostrong. Just to let you know, Callum, you've been awarded a feat for your speech.
Thank you.
You have the Inspiring Leader feat now.
Do I need to make a speech like that every time I use it, or just...
No, just you inspiring speech. I think you can
Awesome.
just use it, and you maybe say just a couple of words just to flavour, but
Yeah.
not a full speech if you want to.
Yeah.
Well, where will you go now?
That's a very good question.
Well,
I have spies north. I may be able to get word tomorrow to find out where they've taken your ship. If you wish to rest with us tonight,
maybe a long rest.
I think it would be wise.
We've not slept enough for a bit.
Where is strategically the
well,
best
we will
place
find
to
somewhere
go?
to camp. Well, it depends if you want your ship back. I mean, I can find out where they've taken it, and I agree with Bob. I don't think the five of you yet would be ready to take on the might of Bane and his generals, and
I mean, we could always do a recce. We could always go and get a look at these guys. It'd be risky, but it'd be worth
It's
it.
like,
Sam is just going to look evils at both Greg and Bogward and be like, these guys will not just do a recce. They will do a wrecking job.
they will do a cannonball into the middle, and we will have to fight our way out to rescue them.
AKA Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Leroy
it
Jenkins
sounds
on a
fun.
bugapult.
Mm-hmm.
Flying Leroy Jenkins bugapult.
Maybe
So-
we should sleep on this.
Yeah.
100%, guys.
Maybe if your spies can find out all the information you can, that we can rescue your ship, or rescue our ship, and rescue your people at the same time.
That is a good idea.
Let's do a 2 for victory. Get the bad taste of this place out of our mouths, and get back to being the heroes that we know we are.
Oh, so we're going back to the gnome lands. Yay! Love those gnomes.
No, I don't think we're going all the way back there. It just depends on whoever's stolen our ship and where they've taken it to. Is it to the capital city, or is it to this secret forge place?
Oh.
Jazmila will say, I don't know yet. I will find out, but I would imagine prisoners would be taken to the slavers' mine, and your ship. I would imagine you've been a thorn already in Bane's side, from what you've told me, and I'm sure he would like to see this ship himself. Maybe it would be taken to where he's heading next. But I will do my best to find out tomorrow.
For now, can we have other ship?
Yes,
That one.
you can have that ship. I would suggest perhaps putting it back together and just blowing out the last remaining flames, as all ships were burnt to stop our escape.
And just checking to make sure there's no spies on board.
The ship itself is slowly sinking. It's ablaze. All ships were burnt as they attacked from the sea, barring your ship, which stood out as it was made gnomish style, so it stood out different to than the rest of the ships around here.
Well, Dolian's going to be pacing backwards and forwards going, if Via hears about this, she's going to fucking kill me.
Yep,
oh god.
She is. We need to get this ship back, and we need to rescue these people. So let's rest up, let's listen to what the spies say, and then let's get on with it. What do you reckon, Your Highness?
Never call me that again. But that's the plan.
I'm going to love calling you that.
Oh god.
Sam
going to put one hand up. Well, Dolian's going to put one hand on a now tiefling-esque hand on Bob's shoulder and go, well lad, you made your bed, you're going to have to lie in it with Sam.
Hey, my bed's always open.
I guess they are way too worse.
Hey, you would have had worse nights, I'm sure.
Are you all going to try and take a rest then?
I think so, yes.
Yes, please.
Anything you want to do during a long rest?
I would like to try and patch up a little bit of this boat to try and keep it afloat, and I want to sleep on a boat, even if I patch up one of the smaller ones, if I can.
I will say you are able to find a smaller boat, which would be maybe a 2-person fishing boat, a little rowboat, so that doesn't seem to be as damaged as it wouldn't make for a vessel to escape on. You'd be able to find one of those.
That's fine, and then while I'm there, I'd like to investigate my random bag that I found before I go to sleep.
Your what, sorry?
My bag that I found before I go to sleep.
You found a bag, did you?
In the treasure
I
pile.
did, I found... Yep, it was an unknown bag. Where's my book?
Oh, I know what I'd like to do before a long rest. Can I get
What's that?
Jazmila to cast Blight into my ring? Can she blast into my ring, please?
How many levels of spells have you got in there? You've only used.
Just one level 1.
You only got one level 1 left.
Hang on. I have. I have two slots left for either one level 2 or 2 level 1s.
So Blight is a level 4 spell.
Oh, piss. Has she got any other good level 1 or 2?
Which, 1 or 2, so she has Mage armor, shield, unseen servant, fog cloud, caused fear, detect magic as level 1s. Level 2, she has misty step, enlarge, reduce, shatter, and web.
Okay.
Greg has phantasmal force and spiritual weapon, if that helps.
Can I get one of those misty steps?
Yes, she will happily cast misty step
Cool.
on the spell of storage.
Yep. Thank you very much. And after our long rest, do you want us to say what we're investigating or before? So next session or this session?
Now, if you wish, we can take one and we can then try and add them to character sheets before next session.
I have a potion of something.
So a potion of something. You have a look at it, and you spend a bit of time looking. You have a little taste, and what you find that you have is a potion of gaseous form.
Nice.
Who farted?
Lovely. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to think. Can you remember what? I'll have to check what you rolled for the magic bag.
I don't know. I was hoping to get a bag of tricks, but you said I find a bag, but I don't know what it is.
A bag of what? Sorry, you was hoping for a bag of tricks.
Yeah, but you just said I find a bag, but I don't know what it is. So I've got an unknown bag and an unknown potion.
Yeah, it's just I know I had. If anybody rolled particularly low, there was cursed magic items in the treasure hoard.
Nice. Would you like me to roll?
No, I'll watch it back and try and remember. But
No. I'll do a new roll. What was it?
no,
What am I rolling?
I'll do the original one. It's okay. I'll have a watch back. I did watch a lot of it.
Okay.
But you want to see what your potion is? You'll have time in an 8 hours.
Yeah, I wanted it to be haste.
I will say that you have a potion of haste. As I can't remember what the bag is, I will be kind.
Thank you. That's to give me Bograd. Told you I got something
Perfect.
for Bob and Bograd.
I'm not sure. I'll have to remind me, Kat. Would that be perfect for Bogwood, if you remember?
Yes, it would.
Haste.
Does he need a potion of haste?
God, it'd be terrifying.
Well, from the one shot like you and Bogwood did. Did he not drink one? And the idea was he was going to gather one before you got to that point in the story. I can't remember.
Honestly, don't remember. I don't remember any potions.
Well, the arrows were for Bob and the potions for Bograd. And then I've kept the other stuff for myself.
What I will say at the moment for Greg, as you look in the bag, I will say you find something in the bag for now. You find a little whistle.
Ooh.
I will automatically blow the whistle.
And as you do, this is a whistle of steed summoning.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
See,
does that bring back my steed, like my lizard?
It will be in the shape of a lizard. Not be the same, but it'll be a magical, like, so you can call it wherever you are when you blow the whistle. I think there'll be limited times you can use it per day, but it will conjure, summon a lizard if that's the steed you would like.
No, it was just that lizard. Yeah, that's fine. I will pet it, whatever it is that turns up, and send it on its way for now. And just carry on stroking my lizard, whose name Bob will find out for me.
It's a spell they use on the Adventure Zone a lot, and they summon it's not a unicorn because he has 2 horns, it's a binicorn called Garrel.
Garrel.
He's like, you're my dude.
Is anybody else got anything else they need to investigate?
No.
No, I'm just updating the notes.
I've got on my notes here armour better than average.
Did you not get leathered studded armor or something?
Was it glamoured armour?
Now I want some of that.
I honestly can't remember anybody searching for armour. I might be wrong, but
No, that's fine. There's a leather
I
bound
had
book.
like 3 different kinds of armour.
Yeah.
You found a leather-bound book? Is that was in the treasure? Or is
Yeah.
that just what
Hidden in the treasure.
We should all just send him a list of everything that we found.
Yes, send me a list and then I will try and update character sheets for
Fine.
next time we are on.
I'm trying to update mine now.
Just one last thing. Just do a quick investigation roll for me, please, Sam.
Oh, investigation.
Yes, just a quick one, just to
10.
a 10. Well, I was just going to say you were going to just flick through the book while you was resting that Bob gave you. And I'll say with a 10, you are reading the story of the history of Evalthon, the first few pages, and you have noticed that there's a name in that book that you have heard this very day. Saliskai.
Yes.
The name Saliskai seemed to be mentioned with the turn of the Banes from the very beginning.
500 years ago.
Yes.
Interesting. I point that out to everybody else. Whether or not they comprehend or care is another matter entirely.
I mean, they all know that there's a Balthazar Bane then and a Balthazar Bane now, but Saliskai is a name. It's a bit more unusual. You would recognise.
Intriguing.
But you all have a long rest.
Hurrah!
Ooh.
And right on
You
time
wake
as well.
up. Yeah, you wake up the next day, and as you do, Jazmila will greet you all and say, "Yeah, I've had word overnight. Your ship, it has been taken to the forge."
So, I guess we forge ahead to the forge.
You did a funny.
As your new king, I request that you don't do these puns.
I didn't hear that, so again.
That's alright. No,
Bob?
Bob was basically like, as your new king, I request that you please don't do those puns.
Yeah, you can try,
One
but
D-
that ain't gonna work.
1d4 psychic
No.
damage for bad puns.
No.
Oh,
But yeah, I
You
guess
might
we
be king, but not it has changed.
Oh,
Just-
can Greg be queen?
we'll get to that.
Please, please, please.
just for the record, Bob is the unknown heir to the throne. Nobody else.
Yeah,
never
we just
yeah.
heard heir to the phone.
So though Jazmila now believes it, the current king in Evalthon is the High King Norbane, who is a dwarf.
Who we
Not bad.
should have seen a while ago.
Probably.
Nice.
It's what? Well, we chose to come here, I think.
True. I think we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Right.
Thank
I'm
you very
gonna-
much, Scott.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful
Sorry,
session,
I
Scott.
was
Thank you.
second.
Nice to be
Thank
back and
you.
seeing all the characters again.
Yeah.